total project management, you know, like Courtney and his team obviously are on site doing the project management of the site, but for me it's about project managing the product. So I know working closely with Courtney and the team, you know, once we get to site, you know, Courtney just mentioned before, making sure the builder's expectations are being met. So if we are aware of all that at the beginning, and then making sure that we've got our stock in before Courtney needs it, I think that's an important part that I play. You know, we're more than just a supplier, you know, we're part of this build. You know, you've got a builder, developer like Hutchies, which we do a lot of work with. It was great to get our product actually specified on this project. So to see the architects are having trust in Clever Choice and specifying our flooring on a 14,000 square metre timber flooring development, that was exciting to be a part of. We've been working in this space now for probably the last 6 years. You know, starting our first sort of commercial job 6 years ago. And now to have our product specified on over 10, I mean we've got about 10 towers on the go at the moment. Projects like Lagoon, like Rochester. We just finished a spree down on Coolangatta. We've done 5 stages at West Village up in Brisbane, and you know, many more sort of on the go. So it's really an exciting part of the Clever Choice business is our commercial department. We've got a commercial team, and the project management side now is becoming, you know, second to none. So we've got Sea Glass, which as you can see is under construction. We're a lot of the times in at the architect level before it's even finished drawing, you know. So a lot of the process that we do is getting in with a lot of the, you know, the large architects around Australia. You know, I was just over in Perth last week visiting our architects over there. You know, the likes of Cotty Parker, you know, Plus Architects, you know, Woods and Bagot. So, you know, there's some really large architects out there that are Australia-wide that we do spend a lot of time making sure we get in with their, you know, colour consultants, designers, you know, and sort of keeping up to date with their current trends, what they're looking for. Because getting that feedback helps us then develop the product that's going to suit. And that's what we've got here on Sea Glass, is it is a custom product. So as I said, they had the colour in mind that they wanted, but then they wanted a special size and a special finish. So as I just mentioned before, this is now the second variation that we've done in these samples. The first one was to get the colour right, which they selected, but then the second one was to customise the finish. So yeah, doing custom products is very easy, whether it is the size, the finish, the texture. Like, there's so many variations that we can do. The client just needs to know what they want, and then ultimately we can deliver it.
So we're in what's called the Salt Villas down here at Mermaid Waters. So this is a project we did in collaboration with JMD Flooring. We're currently standing in Villa A, which is absolutely incredible, done with a custom 14.3 oak herringbone, and then we've got Villa B next door, which is done in a straight board. Very similar type setups, but some little changes between the two that individualise them. We got involved in this project probably a year ago. We got to come and see it before it was done, and then obviously back now as a finished project. It's no wonder that one of these has already been snapped up. As soon as I opened up the door, just straight away the colour tones from the floor into the cabinetry, into the bench tops, even into the laundries, bathrooms, and then the way they've staged the places, it just looks incredible. And the floor's good because it doesn't take away attention from all these other features, but it just blends beautifully with them. Pretty much how it all started was Josh from JMD Flooring came to me, told me that he was doing a project like this, asked for a little bit of input and opinion on my end as to what I thought would work well. He had also asked about different colours, could I get him a couple of samples, things like that. That's probably the most important part of the process, is obviously working out what colour tone you want to use, and then obviously working out which style you want to go with from there. So it's important that us as a supplier, that we help facilitate the sampling process, all the different pieces between why this colour would work better than another one, but then also giving them the opportunity that while they're shopping for cabinets or bench tops and things like that, actually physically being able to put that sample up against everything is a massive part as to why this has all come together. So it's not surprising that we're starting to be involved in more of these collaborations due to the fact that we do have our own input on them as well, the fact that we do supply the sampling for them, the fact that we will go through the process with them, they'll sign off on things before we even start creating them, little things like that that we do differently to other people. But when we're involved, they're involved, we all sort of have our input and we watch it all come together. It's not surprising that when you finish that we come up with a result like this.
Mate, supplier is someone who can just, we've got to firstly get it right when it's delivered and make sure when they say it's going to come, and don't tell your porkies in terms of timing, because that stuffs everybody up. Clever choice is you get the right price at the start. Other companies, to their credit, they might get a spec or whatnot. They think they can put a price in that's not reasonable, and then they wonder why we get asked to go look around. That's if Clever Choice isn't spec, because at least you know what the price is going to be at the start. There's no, it's not a game of tennis. It's like, I can give it to this. Are you happy with that? I'm happy with that. Let's run with it. It's built. It's not an overnight thing. It's built over time, So it's like you get to know each other. How these businesses work, and you develop trust and respect. And once you do that, it's a lot easier. Well, not just this job, but other jobs. Sometimes we have issues where I might be where something got water damage, and it might be a floor, or it might be they've had issues and then they want to change something. Clever Choice carry about 500 square metres of more of each product generally, so you can always get your hands on something which is probably a lot stronger than their opposition.
So it's not surprising that we're starting to be involved in more of these collaborations due to the fact that we do have our own input on them as well, the fact that we do supply the sampling for them, the fact that we will go through the process with them, they'll sign off on things before we even start creating them, little things like that that we do differently to other people. But when we're involved, they're involved, we all sort of have our input and we watch it all come together. It's not surprising that when you finish that we come up with a result like this.
It's really an exciting part of the Clever Choice business is our commercial department. We've got a commercial team, and the project management side now is becoming, second to none. Dealing with the likes of Hutchie's, Multiplex, just to mention a couple, and then dealing in with our major commercial contractors. And as you can see by the results, which we'll see later, how great the projects turn out. A couple.